Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm still here at my mom's house visiting her for a little bit, and today I'm gonna do a fall meal prep and make us some fall snacks that we can enjoy. The first thing I'm gonna make is a apple crisp. I have like 40 apples that I need to use up, so let's make that first. Let's just jump right into the video. Do I really have to peel apples for the apple crisp? So me and Colin went to Vermont a couple weekends ago, and we went to Shelburne Orchards and picked 2 pecks of apples, like $40 worth of apples. So I really need to make some apple crisps, and I'm just gonna wing it with like whatever I have on hand. I have some oats, cinnamon, maple syrup from Vermont as well. So we're gonna make a little apple crisp. I was gonna peel these, but I feel like the skin is where all the nutrients are, so I don't really want to peel them. Apple picking is one thing I really miss about living on the East Coast. It's such like a nostalgic fall activity. Like, we always used to go apple picking when I was a kid, and I'm so glad that this year I got to go apple picking. I'm staying at my mom's house currently. I come here and visit for the summer, and she lives on Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and it's so beautiful, but she's actually moving in like a month. And I'm so sad because we absolutely love this house. It's like an amazing location, and I will miss it so much. Me and Colin were actually thinking of buying this house because we've been wanting to buy a house lately anyways, but I don't know, because Cape Cod is still kind of far away from where all my friends and family is. I don't have any like friends or family down here full time, so if we lived here full time, we'd get pretty lonely. All of my friends and family are like 2 hours away. These apples are so good, by the way. But the thing about living at the Cape is that winters are pretty mild. Like, they don't get, where I'm from in Massachusetts, we get like huge amounts of snow. But at the Cape, they don't really get that much snow. Like, my mom said she never had to shovel once last year. Like, the snow just like doesn't stick. It would be a great opportunity to have a house finally. And like be closer to my parents. So I don't know. I'm stressed, you guys. Let's see, we got some cinnamon. I don't have that many spices here because I'm at my mom's house, so cinnamon might be all we have. Oh, look, nutmeg. Okay, we got cinnamon and nutmeg. So I'm making this healthier apple crisp, as I normally do with these recipes. I'm gonna use just maple syrup to sweeten it. I picked up some maple syrup when I went to the farmer's market in Vermont, and they seriously have the best maple syrup. So I'm gonna use some in my apple pie filling, about 2 to 3 tablespoons. You can do less if you don't want there to be so much sugar in it. I'm gonna add in a bunch of cinnamon. I just kind of eyeball it, and a pinch of nutmeg. Also about a tablespoon of cornstarch. Mix these on up. You really don't need that much to make an apple crisp. It's actually really easy. Pour in our apples. Then I'm gonna mix up the crumble ingredients. So I'm using some rolled oats. About 1 cup should be good. Let's add in some more cinnamon. A couple more tablespoons of maple syrup. This is the secret ingredient. Some almond butter. Mine's kind of thick, so I don't know if it's gonna be the right texture, but if you add in a couple tablespoons of this, it makes it super good, and you don't have to use any butter. Okay, let's mix this thick batter. You need kind of runny almond butter, but you could also just use like regular butter. So just spread the crumble on top. Our healthy apple crumble. It's gonna be so good. We're gonna cover it with foil. And we're gonna bake it at 350 for 25 minutes, and then we're gonna take the foil off and bake it for another like 20 to 25 minutes. And it goes at 350. I made my mom this pumpkin chia seed pudding and she loved it. She like kept asking for more. And so I'm gonna make her more of that. Hopefully she's not sick of it yet. I have been cooking for her while I've been visiting and it's hard to find recipes that she likes. She's been saying that even pizza tastes like cardboard, so her taste buds are just like all out of whack because of the chemo. I make the same like pudding recipe, just kind of like tweak it. So I'm using some hemp seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds. I do about 2 tablespoons of each, but I'm just eyeballing it. I'm gonna add some cashews to this to make it creamy. I also add in protein powder sometimes to make it like a protein pudding. About a half a cup of pumpkin. About 4 to 6 pitted dates, depending on how sweet you want it. These are not very good dates. They're like kind of dry, so I'm gonna add in a little more today. Some more cinnamon. Half water, half soy milk. I feel like the soy milk helps make it extra creamy. And vanilla. It is so creamy. So I don't have my mini pudding cups that I like to use. I only have these mason jars, so we'll just have to scoop some out. It smells so good in here. It smells like Thanksgiving dinner. It smells amazing. Okay, I'm gonna put these in the fridge and they'll firm up. Apple pie. Yay, Scouty!
Oh, I think she recognized you when she came in.
I think so. Scouty! Yay, Scouty, you're so cute, baby.
I don't know how to do that. I can't even do it.
Look at this.
I know, I'm waiting. All right, thank you. It smells so good.
Here you go.
Oh my God, that's a bigger piece. Can I have the smaller piece? So good.
Is it? Yeah. This is your first time on my channel this year.
I know.
Because you weren't here when I was filming last time. You want to say hi to the people? They've been asking about you.
Hello, friends. I'm doing good.
Are you?
I have had 10 chemotherapies and I have 2 more to go. And I'm doing good. Thanks to my daughter cooking for me. Really good.
I gotta try it.
Yeah.
And you got a new puppy?
Scout. I love him.
Her.
Chantelli.
Yesy?
This is phenomenal.
Really?
Yeah. Did you keep the skins on?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, I love it.
And
oh my God.
It just felt so wasteful to cut it off, so I kept it on.
It's so good.
Oh my God, look at the baby.
So good.
Look at the baby.
Yeah, but this is so good.
And the people want to know if you kept up with Dr. Furman's diet.
I did not. I did not. It's very hard to do when you don't have someone prepping.
Oh, yeah.
So when you left, I had no prep work.
Yep. This came out so good. So when you take it out of the oven, you have to let it sit for a little while.
Nice. So good.
Do you think we should buy this house from you?
No.
Why?
Because it's not going to work.
Don't you want me to live 2 hours away instead of
Yeah, but I want you to live
3,000 miles.
closer to Boston, and this is not close to Boston.
All right, say goodbye to the people.
Bye.
Say thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. 2 more chemos. Thumbs up.
So after making apple pie and pudding, we needed an actual recipe for dinner tonight. So I'm making some butternut squash mac and cheese. Such a comforting fall recipe. Recently to a family party I went to, I made this dairy-free, nut-free nacho cheese dip, and it came out so good. I made it nut-free because one of my friends is allergic to nuts. So I'm using that nacho cheese sauce for the base, and I'm gonna tweak it a little bit for this mac and cheese recipe. So you need a half of a butternut squash and 1 red bell pepper. My favorite way to cook butternut squash is to steam it in the Instant Pot. So I added 2 cups of water to the Instant Pot and then the steamer rack on top, and then add in your butternut squash and the chopped red bell pepper. Put the lid on and pressure cook that for 5 minutes. Then while that's cooking, you can boil some water for pasta. The rest of this recipe is so easy. All you do is put all the sauce ingredients into a blender. So to the blender, add 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, the juice of 1/2 of a lemon, 1/3 of a block of tofu, 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and then you need 2 cups of the butternut squash plus the red bell pepper. So I like to save some of the butternut squash and add it in later. Then I added in a clove of garlic, 1 cup of the liquid for steaming, and a 1/4 cup of rolled oats. The olive oil and the oats is what's replacing nuts in this recipe to make it nut-free. It makes it super silky, smooth, and creamy. Oh, it smells so good. Let's try it. When I made this nacho sauce, I added in spices like cayenne and chili pepper, and it came out super delicious. Oh, really good. I also like to save some butternut squash chunks so that I can like mix it in there, but if you don't like that, you don't need to do that. And to make this more of a complete meal, you can add in a veggie like broccoli or peas, or you can add in like a protein option. But I just made this as simple as possible today so we could have a quick supper on the table. But anyways, then just mix in your sauce with your pasta. Look at how smooth and creamy this sauce comes out. If it's too thick, you can add in some of the pasta water to thin it out a little bit. Oh my gosh, it looks so cheesy. And then season it with a little bit more black pepper, and you can adjust the salt levels to your preference. My mom's not used to eating really healthy recipes that are like low in sugar and salt. So with these recipes today, I tried to make them really tasty and have a lot of flavor, but still be really healthy. And I think all these recipes came out so delicious. And that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me today. In next week's video, I'll be back in my own house in LA, getting all settled in and doing like a huge grocery restock. But thank you so much for watching today. Hopefully you enjoyed these recipes and spending a chill day with me and my mom. Well, thank you very much for joining us today.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you next time. I'll see you next time. Bye.